Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out the messages of the cards that come out in the reading for you today. So let's begin. Let's find out what messages come through and what cards come out in this reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So the first card we have is the Page of Swords. And we have the Eight of Cups. And the Six of Swords. At the bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles showing up at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like an energy of being in a space of really working hard at something. And I do feel like when it comes to making a connection work, it is one that requires quite a lot of effort. Also feel like this does feel like an energy of being in a space where really there's a recognition of how important something is to you. I do feel like it takes a lot of patience as well. But with the Page of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of someone who is in a very interested, very curious energy. And I do feel like they're quite curious about you. I do feel like this person may even kind of be keeping it to themselves though, that they are more interested or more curious than they are coming across. I do feel like with this Eight of Cups that there's an energy of being in a space where I'm feeling really ready to be able to let something that no longer serves you go. And I do feel like with this Eight of Cups, this does feel like also moving on to better things and having better options available to you. So I do feel like with this Eight of Cups, this is about not settling. I also feel like with this Eight of Cups, this is an energy of really moving towards something more appealing to you. With the Six of Swords showing up over here, this is an energy about moving. I also feel like it's an energy about either moving on or being able to actually work through a situation that is bringing about a lot of turbulence or difficulty. So working out any kind of challenge, I do feel like this is a shift in the energy and being able to actually get to a more harmonious place with moving forward. I do feel like though, with the Six of Swords, this does feel like communication surrounding an issue and being able to move past or get through any tough times through being able to have be working through any issues. I do feel like it happens in the form of communication, but I definitely feel like there is an energy of moving as well. I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the High Priestess in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. So we do have some Cancer energy with this High Priestess card showing up over here. But with this Four of Cups, this does feel like an energy of actually feeling a little bit discontent. I do feel like there is an energy of feeling like something is missing, but I also feel like there's also this energy of feeling stuck and feeling things are stagnating. With that Seven of Pentacles, this does feel like an energy of experiencing delays in the progression of things, but I do feel like there is a lot of effort being put into making something work, and I feel like it is happening, but I feel like things are moving forward slowly. But with this Four of Cups, this does feel like an energy of even getting to a place of really being a little bit discontent. I do feel like that is something that's felt on an emotional level. But with this Queen of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody being in a space where they're actually gaining a lot more certainty in this connection with you. I do feel like as far as they feel about you, they do feel like a bit of some... I feel like there's a lot of clarity being brought into their perspective. And also, I feel like it's also bringing about this sense of confidence. I do feel like they also may actually gravitate towards and really appreciate your confidence and the way that you show up. I do feel like this is a genuine appreciation for that with this Queen of Wands showing up over here. But it's also a very attractive energy, and I do feel like this person's quite attracted to you. I do feel like, though, with this Page of Swords, that there's a pretty reserved energy. So this person may be keeping it to themselves. I do feel like with this Knight of Pentacles showing up underneath this Eight of Cups, this is an energy of taking things slowly. I do feel like there is slow forward movement, but there is definitely progress and there is forward movement. I do feel like there is also an attempt to be able to move on or to be able to actually put yourself out there. And I do feel like with being able to put yourself out there, it's like it's happening at a gradual pace. I do feel like with this Knight of Pentacles that this is also an energy of having somebody approaching you at a slow pace. And I do feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, I do feel like this may also be some delays, but I feel like this person thinks a lot more than they move and act. I feel like it's a very cautious approach. And with the High Priestess showing up in the reverse, with this card showing up in the reverse, this is really about being able to trust your intuition, because I do feel like it is on point. And I feel like any of those messages or any of those feelings coming up with regards to the situation are on point with the High Priestess showing up in the reverse. And with this High Priestess showing up in the reverse, this does also feel like actually being able to gain some clarity. I do feel like the actions are more so straightforward is what I am getting. I do feel like this is about having transparency. I do feel like there is a potential move also that's affecting this connection. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have Virgo with I Analyze. And we have Aries with I Am. And we have the 6th house with Routine. So you could be dealing with a Virgo or an Aries. We also have Cancer. And I do feel like with this Virgo energy over here that this is also pertaining to this Page of Swords. I do feel like you could be dealing with someone who's quite analytic, someone who is very much a thinker. You could be an overthinker, but they definitely show up as being in their head. I do feel like with this Virgo energy showing up over here that there is a sense that this person is also someone who wants to be able to find out all they can find out. I do feel like this is an energy of being very curious, but I also feel like there's also a sense of wanting to be able to find out all of the information before actually taking action. I do feel like with the Aries card showing up over here that you could be dealing with an Aries, I also feel like this is an energy of actually taking leadership. And with that 8 of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of either walking away from a situation that is not meeting your needs or that is no longer serving you. I feel like you're walking towards the next opportunity, and I do feel like there is something better on the horizon for you. I do feel like with this Aries card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of leadership, taking initiative, and I definitely feel like there's action being taken. And I also feel that there's also a sense of doors opening, and I do feel like with that 8 of Cups, this is about not stagnating and also moving towards something more exciting, something that is also going to align with the next opportunity. I do feel like with this 6th house card showing up over here in this routine, this does feel like it pertains to this 4 of Cups. With the 6th house card, this does feel a bit mundane. This does feel like a little bit of a stagnant energy. I do feel like there's a little bit of some repetition, and with that 4 of Cups, this does feel like being bored with the way things are looking. I also feel like a desire for more, and also perhaps even just a desire for experiencing something that is going to add some energy back into the connection. And even when it comes to the actions, there is going to be something that is going to be kind of shaking up the routine. And I do feel like that is also pertaining to the 6 of Swords. And I do feel like there could be a move in the future or on the horizon. But I definitely feel like there's also a lot more clarity as to the next steps with this High Priestess showing up over here. And I do feel like with this Four of Cups showing up over here, that this is an energy of wanting more. I do feel like even on an emotional level, it feels like something is missing, and you may be going out to seek it with that Eight of Cups showing up over here. So I do feel like this does feel like an energy of being hopeful for a new chapter, a new experience, and I do feel like that's on the horizon as well. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.